Now, firstly, we're going to focus on the role emotions played in influencing the start and continuation of the First World War. Well, firstly, honour and pride was a key emotion and was seen as a cornerstone of how a state conducted itself in the years leading up to the First World War, with experts in moral law such as Heinrich von Treitschke stressing the concept that the state power has to stand proud. An example of this in influencing the start was the Austrian Emperor's manifesto, which justified the declaration of war against Serbia as one that was a defence of the honour of my monarchy. Another emotion which was key in the continuation of the war was fear, with on-top propaganda especially focusing on the rape of Belgium by German forces, and this fear was aimed at male citizens to encourage them to abide by the honour code and defend against such atrocities. Fear was also used to encourage male citizens to enlist, once again playing into the emotions of honour and pride, as well as notions of masculinity, with women handing out white flowers to those who didn't enlist early on in the war. On the contrary, emotions also played a role in opposition to the First World War as it continued. For example, fear was also a key emotion within groups that opposed the war, in addition to groups that supported the war, with social democratic newspapers as early as August 1914 expressing anxieties that the war would lead to a loss of civilized standards. And let's talk about emotion which played a role in the opposition to the First World War as it continued would be nostalgia, particularly the nostalgia of memories of home, which influenced the belligerent nation's armies at an individual level into gradually coping less and less with the stresses and realities of war. The reality of trench warfare meant even seasoned soldiers could suffer homesickness that was debilitating, with those fighting faced with their individual want to return home, contrasted with their need to keep fighting as to seem honourable. An example of such a soldier was Captain Herbert Leyland, a divisionary mastery officer who spoke in a letter to his wife, "I want to come home. It is cowardly to talk like this, but I do feel so rotten. I have not fed for 2 days."